Hey guys, it's Manny here from Awakening to the Spirit channel. It's been a while since I made a video about anything other than cryptids and hidden creatures out in the woods. But tonight I discovered something that made me really want to make a video that's kind of important. I think it's very important actually, guys. I don't know how many of you guys are parents, but I'm the parent of a son who's just about to turn 13 years old. And I discovered earlier this evening that he has not only discovered girls, but he has discovered the magic window that he has in his pocket, his cell phone, and his 24/7 access to the most perverse, demonic, satanic videos and content that you can possibly get your hands on in the past 20-30 years. And according to the browsing history, he's partook a few times and watched these videos. And guys, for those of y'all who don't have young kids or who haven't gone through it yourself, you don't know how much this can scar a child for life. They say that masturbation is normal behavior. It's not normal behavior, guys. And I am by no means a Bible thumper, a saint, or anything of that nature. I'm a man, you know. I do it. I've done it. I was a kid. I was exposed to porn 7, 8 years old. But I know what it can do to you guys. It can ruin you for your relationships later on in life. It can give you a very, very unhealthy perspective on women. And it's straight up just freaking evil to the core. It is disgusting, and it's right there at hand for our kids to watch anytime they want to. And we can't stop them from watching it. We can't take their phones away. We can't necessarily block out every porn channel. And we can't berate or make them feel ashamed and tell them don't do it anymore, because it's just going to make them feel worse, and they're going to do it even more, because this is not them, guys. This is a demonic spirit that has entered them, and it's usually a generational spirit. For example, if you watched porn before you had kids and you had those videos in your house, there's a 99.9% chance that your kid's watching porn now. If they're an adolescent and they're hitting puberty, they are watching porn, believe me. If they have a cell phone, they have already watched it. And have probably been exposed to some of the most disgusting stuff that mankind has ever seen, because porn has gotten so much more dirty and disgusting since the 70s. It's just horrible, deplorable, the things that they make these girls do, man. And it doesn't have to be that way, because I know that when I found Christ, he took the desire to watch that away from me. And he gave me a newfound respect for women, to where I don't see them in the same light. That's somebody's daughter, that's somebody's sister. You know, even regardless if they're doing it because they enjoy it or they're a nymphomaniac or whatever, that's still a demonic trick. Nobody is just like that. That's satanic to the core, guys. I don't care what anybody says. It'll ruin your kids for relationships later on in life. It did to me. I was 7 years old when I first saw my first porn video. My parents just leave them anywhere around the house. Videos and magazines, they didn't seem to care. They never talked to me about it. And it messed me up royally. And when I found my first girlfriend, it affected me. That porn demon affected me in so many bad ways. I can't even count the ways. And it ruined my first relationship and my second. And pretty much every other one I had since then. Until I realized that it wasn't my own thoughts or my own obsession, compulsions. It was a demon disguising its voice as my own, tricking me into thinking that I wanted to watch these videos. They do this to you to steal your energy, this human energy, to steal your guilt and shame energy, to steal your there's a certain thing that happens at the moment a person has an orgasm that is a powerful thing, and these demons just like to rob that, and they use it for their own sort of sinister, perverted fuel. Not only that, but when you're masturbating, guys, you're accompanied by these demons. They're there with you, doing it with you. Or if they're not actually making you do it. And we can't just let our kids not understand that this is straight up demonic. We can't go and say, hey son, you better stop doing that. You're a bad boy. You should be ashamed. Don't ever do that, son or daughter. But you need to explain to them that this stuff is not something that they have to do, and teach them how to pray, teach them how to shield themselves from these fiery darts that the demonic realm is sending towards them. You see that? I didn't even move anything. I'm gonna still make the damn video regardless of what you do. We gotta shield ourselves, guys. We got to teach our kids how to fight against this, because this is not gonna go away, and it's only gonna get worse as time progresses. Things are gonna get even more perverse as the years go on. And if these kids just learn how to pray in the morning, that's enough. After a while, the prayers will build up a shield of light around them, and the Lord will be able to take those feelings and transform them into, a powerful thing. These demonic forces want to steal innocence. They don't care if your kid's 3, 4, 6, 12. They don't care the age, sex, gender. They just want to steal innocence, because that's what they feed off of. They're evil, they're demonic, and that's what they feed off of, and that's what they love. I know firsthand, because I have communicated with these beings on many occasions, and they love it. They love child pornography. They love the most perverse things that you can see. They love violence. They love brutality. They love watching people being killed, murdered, hacked to pieces. Those are Gore sites that are on the internet. They love that as well. That is like freaking family matinee to these things. They get off on it so much, you have no idea. And they want our kids to think that it's normal and that it's okay. And I'm not going to say that you should tell your kids it's not okay, because they cannot fight this on their own. You tell them to stop, it's just going to make that demon stronger. We have to teach our kids to pray, because from the moment they wake up in the morning, it's a battlefield. They have entered a battle zone. And from the moment that their eyes open till the time they close them at night, they are in a war zone. And they need to know how to pray. That's the only method of, our weapons of warfare are not carnal, guys. They're spiritual, because we fight a spiritual battle. No fear, a state of unconditional love at all times. In the spirit realm, unconditional love is like an atom bomb. You can literally knock these things to the ground with unconditional love. It's a force that you can shoot out in the spirit realm. I've done it before many times. When they've had me there tied and bound and drained of energy, I start to speak and project that emotion of love, and they cannot stand it. It physically harms them, physically hurts them. We need to do something about this, guys, because it's going to get even worse and worse as time goes on. Censorship, I'm not against saying the censorship. I believe that censorship is wrong. We should have the right to see and to do what we want, but I don't support pornography anyway. I don't believe that these people that make these movies are bad people. I just believe that they're mixed up in something they didn't realize that they got into, and it ruins a lot of lives, and a lot of it ends up in people, and the porn actresses and actors end up killing themselves, end up on drugs, it ruins their entire life just for a few quick bucks. And this can happen to our kids, guys. This can lead them down a road of drug addiction, of never having a healthy relationship, of thinking that perverse sex is normal. God made a man and a woman to have sex as a man and a wife. And this is coming from a musician who's slept around many times and done all kinds of things that I should not have done. But I know now that it's for a man and a woman who are married, and it's not to be something dirty. And a 12 or 13-year-old kid is too young to be watching the things that they're putting on TV nowadays. I mean, excuse me, on the internet nowadays. They're just too young to see those things. It's disgusting. Especially the Gore videos. They are horrifying. I don't even understand how they can put that on the internet at all. Some of the things that they show on there. People getting hacked to pieces. Getting mutilated. Killed and chopped to pieces while they're alive. And these demons love it. That to them is pleasure. They get off on it. So we need to teach our kids the methods of spiritual warfare, guys. Teach them every morning before they get up in the morning, before they even brush their teeth. Say a prayer. Even if it's something as small as, Dear Jesus, thank you for this day. Protect me and my family from, anything that's to come there. Or thank you, Jesus. The smallest prayer helps. Just have that attitude of unconditional love, and do not be ashamed or afraid to talk to your kids, because if you don't, guys, you're going to regret it. I know for a fact, because my parents never talked to me about it, and it screwed me up for a long time. And I thought that was just normal behavior, was to be a perverted sex maniac. And that's not normal behavior, guys. It's risky, and it causes problems, and it can get you actually killed, cause diseases, and you catch AIDS and die. Our kids can be scarred, seriously scarred for life from just one video, because it's a spiritual thing. It's not just a video. If you've ever had videos like that in your house, that's a demonic spirit that is in your home, and it's able to manifest in various ways. If you guys have pornography in your house and you have young kids, get rid of it. Burn it, throw it, whatever. Don't let your kids be exposed to that, because that's, like I said, if you've ever done it, your kids are doing it now, and there needs to be addressed. But just don't make them feel guilty. Don't make them feel embarrassed. Just let them know that it's something they don't have to deal with. It's a normal part of life, because it's a part of growing up, but it's a spiritual thing, and it doesn't have to be that way. As long as they learn how to pray, God will take those thoughts away, because He did to me. And made me see women for who they really are, people's daughters, people's mothers, and to respect them. And I know demons well, guys. They know me well, I know them very well. I've had a relationship with them for 20, 30 years now. So we know each other when we have an understanding of certain things. I don't mess with them. Most of the time, now lately, they don't mess with me. But when it comes to my son, no, I ain't gonna let this happen. When I saw that on the history of the browser, I have to have a talk today. And if you guys have kids that are 12, 13, 14 years old, you need to have a talk with them, guys, or you're gonna end up being grandparents at a young age, or have a kid who just does not value, these things are stealing our kids' innocence, plain and simple, guys. Have a talk with your kids as soon as possible. Don't regret it later. Namaste, guys.